This is just absolutely amazing. Basically, I've taken the coaching platform from high level athletes. I mean, personally, our academy actually we've got 72 players that went on to play in the National Hockey League. Bought a lot of really big names, and so basically, what I've done is I've taken this coaching from the athletic world, and I've just brought it into Plexus, and that's what we've attracted into our team. I went to a little tiny high school. It's Canada's hockey academy called Alpha Murray College in Notre Dame, just north of Montana. And, you know, all the team captains in our team, we took that whole sport analogy, and we pounded it into our team. And that trust that we've got 12 team captains, 10 of us, we go back 40 years. And so the success that our team is seeing, and, you know, we ran our locker room on Sunday and we put up these numbers, and it was bang on. Since January, we've brought 800 brand new ambassadors into Plexus, 649 of them men. Okay, that number is just off the charts. Which, you know, talking to our CEO Tarl, that number that we have now, 750 on our team and growing, is I think he told me it was higher than almost all the men combined in Plexus worldwide. So, you know, what we've done has been, you know, amazing, absolutely amazing. I mean, truly, I mean, I started on these products July 8th. November 15th is when I dove 100% full-time into this business. And I am an Emerald rank right now. And I'm going to share with you guys today a lot of the different tactics and different things that we're using. And I'm going to start off with how to influence people and to move our potential Plexus customers forward and overcoming objections, and what our team is doing. You know, like, how do we get that customer to say yes? Yes, you are worth it. Like, how do we get that whole mentality and get them moving forward? Okay. And if you knew two little words that could improve your sales, you'd use them, wouldn't you? Okay. Wouldn't you? Okay, now just remember those words there, okay? Because I'm a big person with these questions, these call to action questions. I'm a student of Grant Cardone, okay? And Grant Cardone, one of his favorite questions, and you'll often see me use this, and we actually, a lot of our ambassadors I'm really close to, I'll often ask one of Grant's favorite questions: can you do me a favor? Okay, and that's one of GC's big words that he uses when he's doing his presentation. So, you know, what we're going to be doing here is we're going to, you know, if you could use two little words that can improve your sales, you'd use them, wouldn't you? The importance of finishing a sentence with a question, okay? That call to action question. Customers, you know, when they have reservations, okay, you got to get to the issues, you got to get to the root, you got to get it out in the open. Okay, so you got to get to that root, you got to get it open. Okay, and often I will finish this kind of a statement with "doesn't it?" Okay, so I've always got these questions swirling around, and this is stuff that I teach right through my team. So why all these questions? They illustrate a simple technique. Okay, and this technique is called the tie down. It help you improve the sharing process. We're not salesy. Okay, that's not Plexus. Okay, I'm also a student of Bob Healy. Okay, the love, serve, and grow. So I mean, we're not salesy here. I mean, we're all right here. We're senior gold all the way to senior ruby, and none of us are in that sales. That's not us. Okay, we love, we serve, we grow, we share. But getting your customer to agree with you is huge, and you want this to happen in small baby steps, so that you have a better chance of reaching that agreement, okay, at the end when it's time to ask for that sale. So it's all baby step yeses along the way. You get them interacting. The tie downs are short questions. You add them to statements to your verbiage. And I know a lot of our teams, and our diamond, Krista Howland, has created what's called, you know, the momentum script. And she's masterful. She updates this all the time, like each week, even this morning. And in our VIP chat, it was updated again. It's always constantly changing, because you have to. That's the one big thing. And I tell everybody, to be successful in this business, okay, you have to be hungry. You have to be coachable. We're all here. All of us are here. We're coachable. Okay. Big one here. have to be able to be adaptable. You have to adapt because this industry changes all the time. And that's one thing that Krista is really, really good at. And you know, and she's one of my mentors, is adapting along the way and changing that verbiage. You have to get your customer engaged. And this is the whole philosophy about this tie down, is getting that customer engaged by going yes, 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 all the way along the way. Here's some examples of tie downs. Get your pens ready here. I'll go slowly here so you can write, okay? You know what I mean. End of the tie down. Wouldn't you agree? Is that right? Aren't they? Can't you? Isn't it? Won't they? Questions, people, questions are never argumentative. They're not threatening. That's not us. Not once will you ever win an argument, okay, when you are sharing Plexus or anything for that matter. So you don't want to start that argument, okay? The benefits of the tie downs, you're always in control. And that's the one thing you want to be. You always want to be in control of the conversation. You want your customers to understand what you are saying. You want to keep those customers involved throughout the entire presentation. And then if you do this, if you follow these simple steps, you're going to see your results improve, okay? One or two objections, they're fine. You know what one or two objections mean? The customer, that's their indicator that most likely they're going to want to move forward with you, okay? So one or two objections are fine. Listen, that's the key to this whole business. You have to be a listener and you have to fill in the gaps to get the customer along. Okay, so you're constantly listening. Okay, and those objections, all they're saying is they're most likely want to move forward. They need just a little bit more education. And Plexus provides that. Okay, we have that all set up with our verbiage, with our momentum scripts, with our 2 or 3 videos. I mean, I have 2 or 3 videos that are my go-to all the time. Okay, so I mean, I want to get them to a picture's worth 1,000 words. I want to get them into that third-party validation. Okay, sometimes it is my story. If that relates to that person, that customer, that potential ambassador. So sometimes my story is good enough. Other times it could be a female and I need to get them to a different story. Okay, with that third-party validation. But it's our job to educate, okay? And that's what we are here. We are in the business, yes, of sharing, but we're in the business of educating. Now, what is the most popular objection that we hear? Okay, I mean, it's price. You know, right off the hop, I mean, it's going to be price, okay? But what do you hear? I can't afford it. I can't afford $150, okay? I'm like, what does Coach Mike do? Ding! I'm like, okay, here we go. Okay, I get super excited when I hear that price objection. I'm like, I'm loaded. I'm locked and loaded and ready to go. You go into, it's an oldie but goodie, okay? I mean, I go all the way back to Brian Tracy, back in my 20s here. Brian Tracy was a Canadian. He was our Tony Robbins up in Canada. Brian Tracy, you know, that's who I really started with back in my 20s. You know, that's over 30 years ago now. And Brian Tracy, back then, he was teaching the feel, felt, found method. Okay. And I mean, it's the test of time. It's lasted this long. And so when they come at you with that, I can't afford that $150. What's Coach Mike saying? I know exactly how you feel. I know exactly how you feel. You know, we're in this time, this pandemic right now. I know exactly how you feel. Like $150 for my family right now. I know it's tough. But guess what? I felt the same way myself. But let me tell you what I found. Okay. So there's that feel, felt, found method. Let me tell you what I found. And guess what? Guess what our company has done? You know, bless Tarl and Alec. I mean, this company is absolutely amazing. And so this is where I come back with. I call this the thank you bonus. Okay. Some of you call this the referral bonus. Myself personally and our team. Okay, and one of my top guys, a real estate agent, we find that word referral, and I've talked to Ryan about this before, that's taken right out of our verbiage. It's gone. Okay. That referral to me is very, very salesy. And that's even one of my top guys in my team who's won 3 silver stars, Devin Crawford. He agrees. And he's one of the top real estate agents up in where he's from up in Canada. So we took that out. We call that the thank you bonus. A lot of the teams are calling it the friendship bonus. So what have you found? What have I found? Well, I found that our company Plexus, we have this thank you bonus to overcome that $150. So now I'm going to explain to you about our thank you bonus and what a great offering and blessing this is to you. So I've taken this objection, I feel it, and I've brought them all the way down, being sensitive to their needs. And then all of a sudden what I'm doing is I'm coming up with a solution. So, I mean, we're in the business, okay, to providing health and happiness. So I'm going to get them there. I'm going to get them there with a solution. And the solution is our thank you bonus. Okay. Now, none of this is salesy. None of this is sales. That's not us. That's not who we are. I firmly believe, okay, we've got 7 billion people on this planet. All 7 billion people should be on Plexus. Okay. All 7 billion. We heard, like, for some of you who may not or may have been on our locker room this past Sunday, Travis Garza, who's the president of sales marketing for Plexus, and this number, and myself and Ryan, we were talking about this. Plexus is in, now listen to this number, less than 1/4 of a percentage, okay, less than 1/4 of a percentage in North American households, okay? Like, for me as a businessman, I'm like, so if you go, oh, I ran out of people to talk to, I don't have anybody to talk to, That's 7 billion people. For me, the market that our team has gone after, 75% of our market, okay, having under 1,500 men in Plexus worldwide, me as a man, I'm like, boom, we're going after that. We're going after that hardcore. And we've created our locker room, or we've created another Zoom call called Shifting Gears. That's going to be coming out on May 11th. So I'm developing my whole team's agenda about going after. I've got a brand new network marketing company in my mind, brand new. Guess what? I'm ground floor. My boys are ground floor. It's just been weird. Here you go, Coach Mike. You got the world. You got the world. You got the entire world to go after. You're going after it. Now you think about that number, 7 billion, less than 1/4%. It is wide open. Okay. So there's no red lights. There is absolutely no red lights. Yes, sure. We all start with that initial 100 people. We have 100 people generally in our family of friends, our circle. Okay. After that 100 runs out, and I tell people right from day one, okay, I teach a 5x5x5 method. Again, that's Fraser Brooks and Grant Cardone. I didn't create that, but I was a student of that, and I mentored under both of those guys. And what I did is I adapted to my team's personality, and we've implemented this. And if you want to see, I have a 75-minute training video on that. Okay. Not tooting my horns, very well done. It's one of my most viewed videos on YouTube. The Locker Room Plexus Worldwide. Okay. Coach Mike, 75 minutes long. And we go into detail of that 5x5x5 method using social media, which that's fit. 3 spots: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Okay. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Those are the 3. There's a new one on the block. It's Clubhouse. Okay. I just learning Clubhouse, but there's lots of people in network marketing that have tremendous success. Okay. I'm part of a podcast for MLM. Lots of people are saying that Clubhouse is the new bomb. Okay. It's the bomb. Okay. So, but right now we are fit, Instagram, TikTok. Okay. So I got a little bit off a track there. Here's some different, I'm going to teach you here what is called the inverted tie down. Okay. So I'm going to use Jill as an example here. Jill, doesn't it make sense to look at other revenue streams? Okay, we want to share the business. You see how I positioned that? So I went, Jill, doesn't it make sense to look at other revenue streams? Okay, here's another one that we teach our team to use. Okay, Jill, getting healthy and sharing Plexus makes sense to you, doesn't it? See how I positioned that? Okay, so what you're doing is when you are going along, when you have these objections, you're always ending that objection okay, with that question at the end. So Jill, getting healthy and sharing plexus makes sense to you, doesn't it? The inverted way, okay, presenting that in the business fashion. Jill, doesn't it make sense to look at other revenue streams? That's how we can get them plugged in, and all of a sudden they're going into the business mode and sharing the business. Our team now, we've gotten to a point now, okay, where we've created the funnels to our team because, you know, we are one of the fastest growing teams in Plexus worldwide, confirmed by head office too as well. Last month, I think we had 6 on our team that actually, you know, one trips down to Scottsdale. Again, I mean, we had 3 or 4 on our team that ended up qualifying for the international bonus pool. So yeah, so what's going on in Canada right now? It's real. And, you know, Plexus all around the world has taken notice. And so I'm sharing, you know, some of the different things that we have in place here. And I love, Ryan, I love teaching. I mean, I love teaching. I teach out every day, every single day. Okay. I feel, and I do this, I teach outside my team every single day. Okay. I allot 1 to 2 hours every single day because my vision is not my team, not just my team. That's going to happen naturally. And by sharing truly in a one Plexus fashion, we're becoming stronger all throughout the organization, throughout the 5 countries that we're in. And our vision is greater. My vision is greater than Coach Mike's team. Okay. I gave Ryan, Carl, and Alec a number. How many men are going to be in our team by next March? I gave him a number. How many men are going to be in Plexus worldwide by 2025? And we're going to hit that number. Okay. We're going to adapt. We're going to adjust. We know. Okay. And what I love is when Coach Mike talked to Travis and Alec and Carl and Ryan, we went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And the brainstorming was powerful, absolutely magnetic and powerful. What's coming down the pipeline here, I am so excited about. Sorry, I got off track again. Okay, here's one here. We have two sip and shares, and if some of you call them different, okay. My locker room we call a sip and share up in Canada. So that's the testimonial evenings. I know there's all different names across North America, but let's just call them sip and shares. Now, here's how I have my team setting this up because we want to get the potential customer, the potential Plexus ambassador. We want to get them to our sip and shares. Our sip and shares are powerful. Okay. Now, here is how I use the tie down to get them to that sip and share. Okay. Our team has 2 sip and share Zoom testimonials this week. One on Thursday and the other one on Sunday, both at 7 p.m. Okay, I'll let you take notes there quickly. Okay, so I'm offering. Here's my offering. I'm sharing the 2 sip and shares. Now watch this call to action. Watch the tie down here. Which works better for you? Okay, so you're asking the question. You're looking for that engagement. Okay, so that's what we're looking for here. So you're always looking for those questions there all the time to get them saying yes, yes, and more yeses. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do a quick little recap, okay, of our objections here, how to overcome the objections. Okay, so 1, we're learning how to make statements that include a question to get the future Plexus customer ambassador answering yes. Can you see how I worded that? Okay, future, the way that my brain's programmed, okay, it's positive all the time. Future, they're eventually going to be with us. Okay, and that's that positive mindset. I mean, I'm going to attract in my life what I radiate. And if I radiate the passion for this company, and it pours all the time. I love this company. And so you have to make sure that those ambassadors are always answering yes. Here's the other one. You know, I give them, sorry, my dog's in the background, so this is real. We give them 2 choices. And all of our conversations, okay, I always like giving the customer 2 choices, examples. 2 options to do the testimonial, so the Zoom meeting, okay, so the virtual meeting. The other one that I love using is 2 different Plexus welcome pack option. Our team, obviously, we do the triplex, and the other one where our big guys, the guys with big girth, you know, starting, you know, 200, 300, 400 pounds. Okay, so we've got a lot of big guys that have started on our program. We use the Renew You Essentials program. In Canada, that retails for $270, United States around $216 the other day to Georgia. And so what I do is, because 90% of the packages in our team are those two. Okay, so what we're doing is we're sharing with them the option A, which is the triplex, option B. Okay, I explain the realistic benefits of both, the outcome of both programs. And I always end with, one of them is going to fit your budget. Okay, one of them is going to fit your budget. And that's where I'm leading them along the way to get those yeses. And then I'm asking for the order. Okay, so it's, Jill, okay, are you ready to start your health journey with us? Would you like option A or B? Okay, so I'm constantly moving them along with those yeses, asking the questions, asking the call to action all the time. Okay. 3, learn to confirm those objections. We've talked about this already. We do not want to be confrontational or argumentative. That's not Plexus. That's not us. That's what gave network marketing a bad name a long time ago. And guys like Eric Worre have actually reconfirmed that this is GoPro 90, the guy that runs the GoPro 90. He has actually reaffirmed the last decade that this business is real. Okay, it is absolutely fantastic, real. You want to always remember, instead of going to that argument, okay, instead of getting confrontational right away, you go right into that feel, felt, found method. Always, okay? Share with your heart, share with love all the time, okay? With our team, we're doing a lot more, especially with our guys. We're doing a lot more voice, eye-to-eye group messenger chats. That's where we're having all the success, especially now in this time of uncertainty. I'm a hugger, okay? I'm a hugger. I love being in front of people talking all the time, okay? And so when we started out, yes, we followed scripts because that's all we had. We were guys in a female company that was 999,000% female, and so we were listening to the brilliant women, okay? And the women of this company are brilliant, and they put up with me. Lots of time they put me in the penalty box, you know, and I'd be shut out for a few days, but they always let me back in, you know. But I mean, I learned a lot from the women. I still learn a lot from the women of Plexus. It's unbelievable. But our group is, you know, it's 75% men, so we had to adapt, and we adapted, and we found that the male mindset in every single team should have a male dominant downline, okay? And that's another teaching video. Actually, you go back to our last locker room that we did with Travis Garza was on there, Justin Boff was on there, a diamond, and Kyle Rainey, who was one of my mentors, where Kyle talks about always leading with the business first. Go back and watch the last locker room, okay? And I talk about all the different things there about the male mindset and how simple that male mindset is and what our team has done, okay, to go after that male mindset. We also talk about how females get men on their team, and the one key word is trust, okay? Making sure your partner, your husband, your boyfriend, whatever, girlfriend, whatever it is, that trust has got to be there. And I talk about that there. So I'm not going to elaborate here. We've done training videos there. Okay. Brian, I mean, this is unbelievable what we've been able to do here. I'm blown away by everybody in the middle of their day coming here. And, you know, if you can take one thing from this, people, is keep the conversation moving, get them ending with the yeses. Okay, those are those tie downs. The one big thing, and everybody's different. Adapt. We're finding. I want to be eye to eye. Eyes talk. The voice. Hear the passion in the voice. Okay, I just got chills again there. I always make sure I'm leaning forward, and when I'm addressing people, I'm going to move. My voice is going to come down. It's going to come down by about 25%, and I'm going to look them in the eye, and I'm going to talk with love. I'm going to share love, because what these products have done to me, for me, my family, and my life, okay, it's changed Coach Mike's game. And I want them to see it. I want them to hear it. They can't hear and see it through my fingers, okay? They can't hear and see it through my fingers. It's got to be through the eyes. It's got to be through the voice, okay? Ryan, I'm Coach Mike, coming to you guys all live from Plexus, Arizona. I actually do. I live 10 minutes from head office right now, and I love it. All my brand new ambassadors, we go there to the slim truck to the front of the Plexus. We go to the big black Plexus bus there, the Mercedes bus, and we take all our pink pictures there. And I love this company, guys. The opportunity that we have here is off the charts. Okay. And thank you for coming in here, and everybody's always welcome to come join us. I made the locker room, if that's Coach Mike's Zoom platform, I made that open worldwide. We have people from all 4 countries, all 5 countries watching all the time for a reason. I just felt that we needed a spot for the women to bring the guys. And we call it kind of like a boys clubhouse, so that you can always, your guests are always welcome. Females are always welcome, but those men, they need a spot to come to that they can relate to other dudes. And we've got a cross of men from all over the place. 2 weeks ago, we had our most viewed, attended YouTube ever. And this one's really, really dear to my heart. A bunch of my old hockey teammates from high school and college are truckers, long haul truckers. I have 2 uncles that are farmers, and we dedicated that whole day to the truckers, the farmers, and to the guys that love the open air on their motorbikes, their Harley Davidsons. And I mean, there's no secrets there. I mean, that's sitting is the new heart disease. Okay. And we've got truckers on our team. These guys are down 60, 70, 80 pounds already in 2, 3, 4 months. And they've actually, if you go to our 5x5x5 training, the groups that they're joining are the truckers and the farmer Facebook groups, and the impact that they're having on that group, that bucket, that group is it's phenomenal right now. I can't wait, because my whole goal with our team is getting all these farmers, all the farmers and the truckers. They're the foot soldiers. They're the foot soldiers of North America. Okay. And they need what we have. And so this is what I tell everybody. Can't be quiet. Can't be quiet. My parents taught me to have a voice. Okay. I taught my children to have a voice. I taught all my players to have a voice. Our team in Plexus, I teach them to have a voice. It's selfish to be quiet. Use your voice. Okay. Somebody out there needs what we have. And they are one decision away from changing their life. One decision. Okay. Gently help them make the correct decision. Okay. You will change your life. I love you guys. It's awesome, Ryan. Thank you for having me. Blessed and honored to be part of this company. I love it. I love you guys. And Ryan, you are a great man.
Yeah. Hey, thanks, Coach. I appreciate it. And thanks for jumping on and sharing the wisdom. I love these takeaways. I mean, I took notes. I'm over here like writing them down too, and I love the idea of the inverted tie downs. I think you know, I'm a more recent Grant Cardone fan myself, so yeah, I agree. I love some of this that you shared, and I really like the idea of ending with the question. You know, we've talked about that a little bit, and you know, if you're ending your conversation and you're letting it just die out, and there's no call to action, there's no next step, there's nothing to follow up on, it becomes really difficult to try and have a follow-up piece. So I love it. Coach, one thing I want you to share, if you don't mind. Do you have a few more minutes, Coach?
Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm not booked for another 90 minutes.
Okay.
Then I go to Eastern Canada then. Go ahead.
Here's what I want you to share, because you told me this story, and I laughed, but I also admired your boldness, because I don't know that a lot of us here have that kind of or have done this kind of boldness before. But would you share, you're telling me about how you would go to a truck stop and what you would do at the truck stop, and this sounds misleading, but I tell you, it's actually really awesome what he does. This is hilarious.
This was actually Saskatchewan. I was driving back to Winnipeg from Regina. So it's about a 5-year stop, and I stopped halfway, and I had gout. I had gout, I had arthritis, I had eczema, the whole 9 yards. At one time I was 280 pounds. When I started Plexus, I was 249 pounds. I played college hockey at 215. I had gout so bad in my feet, I couldn't put my hockey skates on at all. And then I was taking T3s and liquid Advil just to go out for 14 hours of skate. And it was screaming pain. That's the best way to describe it. So when I see these gentlemen at a truck stop, and this was not planned, nothing that I do like that is planned. I mean, I react, and I start sharing with love, and I'd see these gentlemen coming out of their trucks. And it started with one. And the gentleman got out, and I can talk about this because I was 280 pounds. The gentleman was a big girth guy, bigger than I was. And I saw him take his first step, and I could see him cringe. I could see the pain. And right off the hop, I go into, Coach Mike mode. I got to love this guy. I got to save this guy. And so I always have my phone, and I call this locked and loaded. Okay, my phone is always locked and loaded, and I teach this to my team. I always have Coach Mike's story. I've always got my before and after picture. It's like, boom, I can go like that, and it's right there. I always have a different age bracket. So it could be someone younger, a gentleman, always too. It could be a different whole story, but again, locked and loaded. I always have 2 female pictures already all the time. One could be for our Joyum skincare, which is just I use it. Okay, it's absolutely fabulous. I've been 4 months using it now with the collagen. By the way, all my wrinkles are gone at age 54. All my age spots are gone, and I got one little tiny age spot left on my hand that I'm working on. It'll be gone soon too. So the collagen and the Joyum, unbelievable. Okay. And then I always make sure that I have a female transformation story too as well. And usually, it's about weight loss too as well. So my phone's got those 4 pictures always where I can go, boom. So the gentleman comes out of the truck, and I go up to him, and I introduce myself as Coach Mike, lower the voice. Okay. I'm not leaping at him or anything. I lower the voice. I always start with this question here. Okay. With this statement, please don't take this the wrong way. Okay. So I introduce myself, lower my voice. Please don't take this the wrong way. I show him the picture. That time we sat down on the front of my truck, and I just talked to him man to man. Man to man. I shared, talked to him, and what I was doing. What I'm doing there. No, I'm not being salesy. What I'm doing there is it's relationship building. It's relationship building 101. And what I did there was I got the gentleman's Facebook. Okay, we immediately became friends, talked. I thanked him. Okay, I hugged him, told him I loved him, and I said, this meeting didn't happen by chance. It happened for a reason, and I sat there, and it's crazy because I called Krista Howland my diamond, and, she wasn't a diamond yet. She was still a sapphire. And I said, I could sit here all day. Like, I could sit at this truck stop all day, because every second guy that was going to be getting out of his rig needed what we had to share. And so, and I talked about this. I see opportunity everywhere. And I talk about this in relation to I'm like a submarine. Okay. I'm like a submarine in my life. So just think of that submarine with the periscope up. So I wake up in the morning, and I go to the gym, or I go to the grocery store, and I've met ambassadors everywhere, getting out of their car. It's crazy because my girlfriend will see a guy that might have a little bit big girth, and she'll go, uh-oh, guess who he's meeting in the next hour? And it happens all the time. Okay, so I call it periscope up. My head is on a swivel. My head becomes that periscope on top of that submarine, and I am constantly looking. Okay, I've got this gift. I have a gift to offer people that I know that if I get through them and I share properly, I introduce them to this gift, it's life-changing, game-changing, life-changing. And you can go back to some of my earliest locker rooms that I hosted. First 4 guests the first 2 weeks are all my level 1s. Every single one of them said no. Every single one of them said no. I never quit on them. 3, 4, 6 months, never quit. Guess who? My top ambassadors now, Senior Ruby, and there's 4 of them are going to be emeralds within, there's 2 of them are going to be emeralds within 2 weeks, and the other 2 are going to be emeralds in 6 weeks. So all those first guests there all said no, no, no. I never quit. I will not quit on anything. Okay. I am relentless. I'll write down when I've last made contact with them. I'll never quit. I will circle back. I had one girl from Saskatoon, very, very, very well-known real estate agent. She finally just went, Coach Mike, I give. She just said to me, I give. Because you know why I can be, I'm not pushy. I just know from my heart that when they start, if we can get them to the 90-day point, they're going to feel a million times better. And you know what's great? Our company has got our back because we've got the 60-day money back. We've got that 60-day money back guarantee. So, and that's true. I mean, that money goes back to that credit card. If they're not happy, I mean, they got our back. So it's awesome. So that story about the truck stop is true. It happens in my gym at least twice a week. Okay. It happens in my gym. It happens at the grocery store. I mean, the guy putting away the tomatoes and the vegetables, you know, that worked in the store, same thing. I saw him, you know, my girlfriend was at the meat counter, and I said, see ya. And she looked at me, she goes, uh-oh, I know what he's up to, you know, and she's like, I'll see you in half an hour at the checkout stand. And it's true. So that submarine, we're a vessel. We're a vessel. Okay. We've been blessed with this company at Plexus. We're the vessel. We're carrying this gift. Be that vessel, and be that vessel that offers and gives this gift to people. Okay. And I mean, especially now, what's going on right now. I mean, and I can be honest about this, you know, it was November 15th. You know, I mean, I received $1,000 from Plexus for that month, right? And in 4 months, I 24x'd that salary. Where else can you do that? Where else can you do that? Network marketing, right? We've got it right here. And I mean, and add a car allowance to that too, as well as the trip to Mexico too as well, which that was my third trip that I've been rewarded with. And it took me, and I can be honest here, it took me 3 weeks when I turned Emerald. It took me 3 weeks to post that. You know, I'm a humble person and I'm not one to put that out there. But you know what? We had Kyle Rainey on, who's a diamond, and Cassie, his wife's a diamond too as well. So it's a double diamond couple out of Oregon. We had them on the locker room the other day. When a pastor got up and he was talking and giving an amazing presentation, and Kyle leads the business all the time. And this is how our team, we go after this, the business part of it. And when Kyle goes, you know what, and he looked at everybody in the camera, he goes, myself and my wife, you know, we made $450 US an hour each yesterday. So when a guy that was a former pastor lost his job as a university prof, okay, gets in front of the camera and says, I have to share this. I have to share this. Okay. Why? Because he's showing how a regular person, how a regular guy, how a regular woman, okay, can change, where this product, this company can change their whole life path. They have 9 children. 9 children. It's an absolute amazing story. And my other buddy that was on that locker room, Justin Goff, same thing, construction worker, away from his kids 16 to 18 hours a day, you know, and his wife Megan went into the business. She got her first $500 check, and he was like, come on, that can't even be real. That check can't be real. Like, how did that come? And then when the check cleared from Plexus, they're like, hey, let's look at this. And now they are both diamonds themselves. And Justin, who's coming here to Plexus in 10 days, we're going to spend some time together. Justin is a triathlete now. I mean, he trains 3-4 hours a day. And why is he able to train that today? You know, he made a comment on his Facebook today, and I commented, and I said, so what do you do for a living, Justin, that allows you to train at age 47 like that? Okay, so I set up that Cardone call to action there to get eyes on his post, how he's able to do that. And he said, I'm a diamond ambassador for Plexus Worldwide, and I'm proud, you know, that we can actually do this on our time. So, you know, that was that truck stop, you know, that's where I really and truly, Ryan, those were one of those moments in my Plexus career that was near the start of it, that just got me in that whole mindset that I had to share, that my parents gave me a voice and share often. And I mean, that whole philosophy in our team: be bold, be brave, be fearless, be relentless. Okay. Yes. Be honest. Yes. With love. No quitting. There's no quit. Right? There's no quit. We've got something here that everybody needs. Let's go after it, and it'll change your life every which way. You'll have freedom of time. With freedom of time, you know what comes with freedom of time. Okay. Freedom of money, freedom of time. It's here. You guys are here for a reason. I love you guys for jumping in here. The big thing, you know, I mean, you're showing that you're committed in the middle of your day. Coachable, hungry. Coachable, hungry. Those are the 2 things that I look for. And people on my team that are coachable and hungry, guess who gets my time? My time is valuable. If they want to learn, they want to go up, they want to rise up in the ranks. Okay, they're getting my time. And our team, guys, and I mean, it's primarily we're going to have 7 diamonds in our team in under 1 year. In under 1 year, we will have 7 diamonds in our team, and 6 of them are going to be men. Okay, and that's going to be by December 1st. So speed of light. So what we're doing right now, yeah, we're shattering records all over the place. and we love it. We love what we're doing, but we're sharing. There's no secrets. My guys, and I said this in our call the other day, we're in beast mode. Our girls, we're in beast mode. I mean, we are all out, and that submarine and that periscope all the time, all the time. You're on. Okay. Ryan, you okay, brother?
Yeah, hey, I love it. This is exactly why I wanted to bring you in, because I hope you guys can kind of feel the passion and the excitement. I mean, when I heard Travis on that call drop that stat, a quarter of 1%, 1% alone, I would say, is wide open. But we're talking a quarter of a percent of households Plexus is in. And, to me, I think coach's approach here about being wide open. I mean, last call, we talked about the fact that we're playing with house money, right? And you guys are. I think when you have the mentality that you're playing with house money, you only can gain, right? We're not deducting when they don't say yes. You know what I mean? You're only playing with house money. You can only win in this situation. I think when you think about it that way, and you think about the numbers, a quarter of 1%, I think that's really impactful. It really shows, wow, this is huge. This is open. And, I wanted Coach to share that truck stop story, because I guarantee, I'd bet my paycheck, every single person sitting on this call, right? And I'm going to pull Coach out of this, but everyone else sitting on this call and probably even Coach has had that moment, a truck stop moment, but didn't act on it, right? I mean, it's happened. I guarantee everyone has had a truck stop moment and not jumped on it. And you thought in your head, I should have, right? You thought in your head, I should have done that. That's like when you drive by and the person on the side of the road changing their tire, right? And they're by themselves, and you drive by and you're like, I should help them, right? But that's as far as that thought goes. This is one of those moments, right? Where you gotta honestly think about it and go, are you gonna have your truck stop moment, or are you gonna look back on it, right? Like, be privy to it, identify your own truck stop moment, and really make it, own it, see it, because it's all around us. It's everywhere. When you're at the grocery store, like Coach said, how's that person getting out of their car? Are they jumping up like a spring chicken, or are they falling out of it? Or how's it going? Where are you meeting people? Are they at the gym? Are they out and about? What kind of decisions are they making? How are they talking? How are they carrying themselves? Are they walking down the street? Do you notice your neighbor is walking around the block now and they weren't before? They probably got a goal. Go say hi. Yeah, Coach.
You know what I mean? The big thing is can't be secret agents. Okay, you can't be a secret agent. And I'll give you, my girlfriend's in Scottsdale, and I was flying back to Winnipeg, and I'll just give you an example before Christmas here. I've got my active, my big jug all the time when I'm traveling. So it's like 2 liters, a quart and a half. And I'm traveling, and I jump in my Uber, and the Uber driver goes, Coach, or Mike, what is that? And so I explained to him. Next thing you know, I've got his Facebook. Okay, we're curbside, we're exchanging Facebook, and right then and there, I've got my same jug, and it was in a 1 liter water bottle at the time, and I still had probably about a quarter of a liter left. And the Delta airline guy had some big girth, and I was handing him my water bottle. It wasn't done. I had a little bit of active left. And he goes, what is that? Well, we exchanged. I said, well, I asked him the question, and we exchanged Facebook there too as well. I get into Calgary. I fly into Calgary, and this was me. I was 280 pounds. Man, you had to look all over the place, find a table where your stomach could actually get in the table. Okay. I saw this gentleman struggling, and literally I let him find his spot. I could see him. I went and I waited 5 minutes. I sat down, put my mask on, because at that time up in Canada, we had to have the mask in the restaurant. Sat down beside him and introduced myself. Don't take this the wrong way. Showed him my picture. And guess what? Bingo, bango, bongo. 1 trip from Phoenix all the way back to Winnipeg. Got 3 brand new ambassadors within the next 48 hours. Okay. So Periscope up. Don't be a secret agent. Okay. Fearless. This is fearless. Okay. Share. You're one decision away from changing that person's life. Okay. Parents gave you a voice. Step up. Okay. Step into your greatness. I believe every single person here has greatness within them. The door's open. You've been given that door. Okay. Plexus. You've been given that door. Now step through the door. Go leap into your greatness. It's there.
I love it.
Good.
I love it. And that's it. That's it, you guys. I mean, that's the reality. That is where it is. It's all around you. It's over social media. It's in person. It's your Uber driver, right? I mean, I told you guys last week. I mean, Lisa and I ended up meeting a really nice gentleman on Instagram, just because he posted on some struggles, and you know, it's crazy. The guy's got 18,000 followers, and I've literally never said a word to him. And you know, Lisa killed it and reached out and shared from the heart, to Mike's point. And you know, there it is. And so I just think the opportunity is all around. I hope you guys picked up on that. I mean, Coach does a great job. I think we can all agree that Coach crushed it. There's a lot of us on mute, so put a 1 in the chat if you think that Coach crushed it today. Show him some love. Let him know that you appreciate him. And I really just think, you know, our big takeaways here, hopefully you guys can have the right mindset, understand that we're wide open, use some of these tactics and these tools to really be bold and assume that sale and get that yes out of them. But to Mike's point, not from a salesy standpoint. And you know, you guys just spent an hour with them. I would say, you know, my first time I met Coach, I was like, you know, this guy is got it. He is driven. He is engaged. I feel like he is passionate. But you know what's interesting is I could see where he crushes this at sales, but he did not approach me. I did not feel as if he was being that salesy car salesman that's got to hit his quota by the end of the month. I never once felt that way around Coach. I felt instead that, wow, like I want to be a part of that. Like that train's moving. I want to get on that train. I think I could do this too. And so I think that that's a really great piece to kind of pick up on and just think about applying. So I'm excited. I just want to thank you again, Coach. I know you are a busy man, very busy. So thanks for taking your time out of your day to share with everyone. And you guys, he shares his locker room with everyone. He just talked about it. It's open. It's great. It's a great way to click on a Sunday afternoon, grab yourself, you know, your Plexus drink, go put your feet up and engage for a little bit, invite your team. It's awesome. There's always, you know, they have a lot of fun. It's great. And maybe it'll inspire you guys to do something of your own too. But thanks, Coach. I just wanted to say thank you.
With Mother's Day, we're gonna respect that. We are gonna have our locker room, but it's gonna be a little bit later. So we're gonna be 9 p.m. Eastern, which will be 8 p.m. Central. And our flyers are all over the place, you know, on social media. And if you can't find it, you see my name here. It's at Mike Listell on Facebook. That's where you can always find it, and to find all the replays of the locker room and our training. There's lots of training on our YouTube. It's the Locker Room Plexus Worldwide. That's where you can find that. And like Ryan said, it is wide open. All of our stuff is wide open. All of my social media is wide open. No permission ever needed. If you want to take any of our posts, copy and paste, share, no permission needed. Our vision, my vision for Plexus is greater than my team. So share boldly, share bravely. May 11th, Shifting Gears is going to be our new Zoom, May 11th. Again, that's going to be 8 p.m. Central. And again, you'll be able to find all that at Mike Listell on Facebook. And that Shifting Gears is going to be geared towards the long haul truck drivers, the farmers, the Harley Davidson bikers, or what I call the gearheads, the guys that love working on their cars. And so what I just mentioned there, those 4 buckets, we all know guys that can relate to that. And so what we're doing is we're creating another Zoom where you ladies and gentlemen, because I see some gentlemen here, where we can bring men, they're part of a boys club. And they're like, hey, you know what? Pink drink, it works for guys too. And the pink drink's pretty cool. So we're making the pink drink cool, and it's cool. And the one thing that I always share when we're doing our platforms and we're doing our Zooms and all this, we make healthy getting fun. We make healthy getting fun. Okay, because everybody always thinks, oh, I'm getting healthy, I got to deprive myself. No way. I'm a foodie. I love my food. It's just we have a tool here that gets us healthy, gets our gut health in check. And we have a tool like Coach Mike now. I eat. I love to eat. I love food, you know, but we make healthy getting fun. And I hammer that home all the time on all our Zoom platforms, anytime that we're live. So Ryan, I'm going to get going here. I have another one coming up here. Ryan, anytime. You know, anytime. I love this. I love coming in here. Even if it's last second, Coach Mike's always available. And you know what? Thank you for your time, everybody. One decision away. Share boldly, share bravely, share with no fear. Be relentless, share with love, serve and grow. Go after it. It's there. Go after it. You get one chance on this planet. We all got that hourglass. That hourglass is ticking. Okay. Go for it. Go for it. Step into your greatness. Love you all.
Hey, thanks, Coach. I appreciate you. I hope you all have a great rest of your week. And I will see you guys next week. I'll post this information and this recording in our page. So have a great day, everyone. It was good to see you all.
Cheers, everybody.